What's up everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the RB26 GT-Rs and Nismo. And let me tell you, I'm excited because I did a lot of research. Now when I bought my GT-R, the seller was like, this has a Nismo Sports Resetting ECU. And I was like, okay, because at the time I didn't really want to look dumb and we didn't have a lot of time to, dive into certain modifications. But I was like, I'm assuming that's pretty good because Nismo's part of Nissan, so we moved on. So here recently, I decided that I was going to do some research on this Sport Resetting ECU. I'm like, what is it? What does it do? And let me tell you, this is one of the best, funnest cars I've ever driven. And to be completely honest with you, it is way faster based on the butt dyno and that gut feeling you get when you accelerate in a car than a stock Supra. So I was like, what is going on here? But is this Sport Resetting ECU a bigger deal than I thought? So I went on the internet and I started doing some research and I popped up with a few forums. The first one was, I think, GT-R of Australia. I think it's like SAU or something like that. I'm probably mispronouncing or saying the website wrong. But somebody was saying that they found a Sport Resetting ECU for their R33 GT-R in the bin, and they were asking people what it is. And he got different responses, but most of them were just saying that it was a tune from the factory. Nismo did a tune on a specific car and essentially provided that Sport Resetting ECU. Now, I originally thought that maybe the ECU resets itself so it runs a little bit richer and blah, 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 but it's actually more intense than that, and that's really cool. So people told him that they change the timing, fuel, and they add some boost, and that they bring up the power to like 350 or 400. I forgot, but you guys will be able to correct me if you know on the power increase, but I know it's a nice boost. No pun intended, or yeah, pun intended. Then I hit the mini internet lottery or jackpot, as you could say, because I saw that somebody uploaded one of the original brochures or advertisement from Nismo about their Sport Resetting ECU package, and it was for the R34 GT-R. Now, the Sport Resetting ECU options and parameters and everything from Nismo is probably different from the one in R34, but from what I read, it looks similar to what the guy was told when he found one in a bin. Now, if you guys are confused about the word Nismo, Nismo is part of Nissan. They are their performance division, department, group, whatever you want to call it. But the difference is unlike other manufacturers, Nismo is known to actually deliver, meaning that they actually provide products that boost power, and they do it with a lot of research and development. So after looking at this document, it was in Japanese, and I uploaded it to Google Translate, and it translated it from Japanese to English. And what it said it does for the R34, but I'm pretty sure it's the same for the R33 because I couldn't find any documentation for that, is that they take the stock car and they essentially tune it based on the car itself. They adjust the timing, the fuel, and add some boost. And also within the R34 Sport Resetting ECU package, it looks like they also offered different spark plugs. I'm assuming maybe a different heat range, a colder plug if you're upping the boost, and also a different air filter, and you could add like an exhaust system and they would work around that. Now, if you think about it, it makes sense that if they're adjusting the timing, the fuel, and they're upping the boost, you would have to go with the colder plug, because any time that you up the boost, doesn't matter what kind of car it is, you definitely have to look at your spark plug, and most of the time you're going to run a colder spark plug, and that was part of their package. Also, a air filter will add more air, which would definitely change the air fuel ratio, and the exhaust would also increase the power because the turbo would be able to spool faster. So if you think about it, that package from Nismo is super cool. Now, as far as my car goes, let me tell you, it feels amazing, and knowing that it has that is super cool. Well, right now I do have an exhaust, and guess what I did, guys? I also removed a spark plug. I could have done them all, but I assumed, I wanted to make sure that these spark plugs were good because I was buying a car from somebody else. and the car already has a colder spark plug. So I'm already in the right track. So I have the Nismo Sports Resetting ECU. I have a colder spark plug. I have a K&N air filter. I know you guys are gonna be like, come on. I know everyone's torn between it, but I make sure it's clean and oiled correctly. And I watch out for the MAP sensors and clean those. So I have essentially their package, maybe not their spark plugs or their air filter, but I have those, and I have an exhaust catback. So here I am running pretty much the whole package for the Nismo Sports Resetting ECU. And let me tell you, if it is a 400 horsepower package, I could definitely say that it feels really fast, and I'm pretty sure I'm close to there. But I've learned a lot. I hope you guys have learned a lot. If there's some information I left out or got incorrect, please let me know, put it in the comments. I'm always wanting to learn stuff and also guide people to learn stuff as well. And if I get things wrong, it happens. All right, guys, thank you for watching. You take care, stay safe, and stay tuned. Subscribe, like. See you later.